You ever watch an entire family fall apart in slow motion, all because you refuse to fund your brother's delusions? My parents always preached family above everything. Funny how that anthem only played when my younger brother Neil needed rescuing. I had a solid career, six-figure income, stable life. Neil had chaos. Every 6 months, he reinvented his true calling. Crypto startup, e-commerce store, motivational podcast where he motivated nobody. Last year, he launched a tech company. Within months, it was burning money like incense at a panic shrine. Not because of fate, but because Neil loved flashy gear, fancy offices, and zero actual work. So one evening, Mom called, her voice soaked in honey and guilt. "Sweetheart, you're doing so well. Your brother just needs $40,000 to fix a temporary setback." "Temporary?" I asked. "He spent the marketing budget on gaming monitors." Mom snapped instantly. "You should help him. You make more than enough." I calmly told her no. Clear, final. And that refusal lit the match. 2 hours later, Neil stormed into my house like a budget soap opera villain. "You owe me this," he declared. "For what?" I asked. "For being the reason Mom and Dad had to spend extra raising a second kid." Yes, he actually said that. I told him no again. He slammed the door so hard the walls shook. "You'll regret choosing money over blood." I didn't know how literal that threat was. A week later, my daughter, 8 years old, soft-voiced, still drawing stars on everything, had her school performance. I had a sudden work emergency, so I asked my parents to pick her up and take her there. They agreed instantly. Too instantly. Showtime arrived. No parents, no daughter, no calls. My stomach dropped. 30 unanswered calls later, an unknown number lit up my phone. "Mr. Davis, this is Officer James. We found your daughter alone at the Central Bus Depot. She said her grandparents told her to wait here until they came back." My hands went numb. At the station, she ran into my arms, shaking. "Daddy, they just left. I didn't know what I did wrong." That sentence burned deeper than anything. I drove straight to my parents' house. "How could you do that to her?" I shouted. Dad's eyes were cold. "You refused to help your brother. Now you know what it feels like to lose someone." Mom stepped forward, chin raised. "We taught you the value of family. Maybe now you'll behave." I stared at them, nothing left but ash inside. "I hope the judge likes your definition of family lesson." The next morning, I hired the best child protection attorney in the city. We had CCTV footage, witness statements, depot logs, my daughter's psychologist report. When my lawyer showed Neil's messages, his golden child shine peeled off like old paint. Text after text revealed him hounding my parents. Force him to pay. Make him understand. If his kid gets scared, he'll cave. Do whatever you have to. He didn't even deny it in court. The judge's voice sliced through the room. "Robert and Elaine Davis, you willfully endangered an 8-year-old. Effective immediately, you are barred from contacting her for 5 years, fined $30,000, and required to attend parental responsibility courses." My parents cried. But karma saved its sharpest blade for Neil. His investors bailed within 48 hours. His company folded, office empty, equipment seized, reputation scorched. Then, HR from his side job fired him after seeing his messages in public records. Threatening to traumatize a child tends to ruin a resume. I didn't celebrate. I didn't taunt. I just watched the golden child finally choke on the smoke from the fire he started. He spent his whole life believing the world owed him. Turns out the world keeps receipts. And me? I drove home with my daughter in the back seat, humming softly, drawing another page full of stars. Because she finally learned what my parents never understood. Family isn't the people who share your blood. It's the people who'd never leave you stranded in the dark just to make a point.